Hey, how are you? I hope you're doing well today. Let's talk about frustration. If you are like so many people that I talk to and meet and work with, you are frustrated. Everybody seems to be really frustrated right now. And I want to help you out. I want you to not be frustrated anymore. So let's talk about it and let's see if we can't get you unfrustrated, if that's a thing. If you're just joining me, my name is Heather. I own HD Transformations. I am a personal trainer, nutrition, and lifestyle coach. And I specialize in helping female leaders prioritize self care without sacrifice. And if you're joining me live, please join in the conversation in the comments. And if you're catching the replay, make sure you let me know what you thought and share your thoughts with the rest of the crew watching. So, misery loves company, right? If you're like most of my clients, you know what to do to make yourself feel better. But it feels like a huge undertaking. You're a finisher, you're an achiever. You probably don't like to start stuff that you're not going to finish or that you're not going to be successful at. You are a winner. You're first or last, Ricky Bobby, right? There are a few common frustrations among people like yourself. And I want you to let me know if any of these sound familiar to you. You're struggling to clock out or unplug at the end of the day. You've tried a bunch of stuff on your own to get healthier, get leaner, change your lifestyle, but you also understand that without someone to hold you accountable, it's really easy to just put it off or not do it. Or the constant stress of life causes you to emotionally eat, to give up on your plans for the day or to take care of yourself, or you just feel like it's just not worth it. Any of those sound familiar? I imagine they probably do. And if they do, you're not alone. You are not alone on that. The first one, struggling to clock out or unplug at the end of the day. The struggle is real. Even before COVID, we were surrounded by the feeling that we just have to keep going and we have to do to stay ahead and get to the front and compete with the big dogs. Cell phones have completely obliterated the line between personal time and work time. And we feel obligated to answer emails, text messages, phone calls, log into work at all hours of the day and night. And it is taking a toll. It's taking a serious toll on our mental health and our physical health. And COVID only made it worse. Now it's not just the phone, but our entire office and school are now where we also eat, sleep, and live. It's all the same place. And it is causing us to stay up late. We're not having time to unwind or relax at the end of the day. And that leads to poor quality of sleep. We're waking up exhausted, and then the cycle just continues. The average adult now spends an average of 16 hours in front of digital media, the screen you're looking at right now. 16 hours. Before COVID, it was 12.5. That's still too much. So the problem isn't from COVID, but it definitely got worse, right? I found that in the Wall Street Journal, by the way. There's a really good article about it. Then there's another study that measured how much time we were saving from not having to commute over the last year. A lot of people, now that they're at home, they don't have to drive to work. They're not spending a bunch of time in their car. They found that 62.4 million fewer commuting hours were used or saved or whatever. 62.4 million hours. Just imagine what you could do at that time. But you know what we're doing with that time? We're working more. That study found that we're spending 35% of that extra time working. So you haven't just spent your whole day working. Now you're spending what you used to use to commute and, listen to podcasts or whatever. Now you're working through that too. It's crazy. And oftentimes that time is late at night or, super early in the morning when we're supposed to be winding down, when we're supposed to be sleeping, recharging, resting. And it is taking a serious toll on both of our mental and our physical well-being. So we've got to do something about that, right? Is that you? Are you one of those people that is now working 30% more in your free time instead of using that time for something that would refuel you, recharge you, make you healthier and happier? If that's you, let me know. What about, are you the person who you think you need someone to hold you accountable? That's real too, right? You know what to do, you know all the things, but you just can't seem to do it. You need someone to make you do it, right? Or it's easy to push off. That's super common. Most of my clients, most of the people I work with, they're very well educated on, exercise. They've been doing it forever. They know what they need to do. It's just they can't figure out how to fit it into their day. Their day is madness. And to find 30, 60, 90 minutes to take care of their bodies is like not happening. It's just not happening. So if that feels like you're not alone in that either. Between schooling our kids, whether it's at home or a hybrid or getting them there or whatever, telecommuting or actually working at your office and other family obligations, it just feels impossible to find that time to take care of yourself. You look at the calendar and it seems like it's just jam-packed. It feels overwhelming to try to fit anything else in, not one more thing. And finding the time to plan your food, prepare your food, get to the gym, or even just work out at home if you have equipment at home, it just doesn't seem possible. So if you hear yourself saying, I just need someone to make me do it, you know that you're not alone, but you can find your way out of this. This can happen. I know a girl who can help you out with that. If someone's expecting you to do the workout, if someone's expecting you to eat the meals, prepare the meals, then you're usually more likely to do it, right? That's what coaches are all about. Accountability, whether it's a sales coach, a relationship coach, or a business coach, or a physical coach, a mental health coach, whatever. That's what we do. We hold people accountable. We make sure you do it, right? Why though? Why do we need someone else to tell us to do it? Because sadly, we are willing to let ourselves down. You're totally okay with letting yourself down. But you know that if I'm expecting you to do it, you're going to do it because you don't want to let me down or you don't want to let someone else down. It's crazy, right? No shame. It is what it is. You're not alone. Knowing your limitations and finding a way to move past them, though, is how change happens. So the last point of frustration that you might be feeling is the constant stress of life that causes you to just emotionally eat, give up on your plans for the day, or just feel like everything's just not worth it. This year's been tough. There have been a lot of really hard moments. And again, you're not alone in this struggle. Emotional eating, depression, anxiety, they are all up across the country. But the good news is there's a way out of it. Learning strategies for controlling your emotions, shifting your mindset, and maintaining your motivation will get you past the hurdle. Believe it or not, it's really not that hard. It really isn't. I've helped so many people who have struggled with these frustrations to move past them and see success. They've found more energy, more motivation, and they've made their healthy lifestyle fit into their busy schedule easily. So just to recap, in case you didn't catch the whole video, if you're like many of my clients, you're frustrated. either because you can't seem to clock out at the end of the day, you can't figure out how to make a healthier lifestyle fit into your crazy life, or you just feel overwhelmed with emotion, causing you to eat your feelings, feel anxious or depressed. If you're feeling any or all of that, you're not alone. There's a way to control your emotions, to shift your mindset, and to maintain motivation. You might just need someone to show you that it's possible. Sometimes we can't see the forest for the trees. We get bogged down and we feel like there's no way out. If you're feeling like this, if this resonated with you, please shoot me a DM, either on Instagram or Facebook, or email me, whatever. Let's see if we can get you out of that forest so that you can see all the trees and you can feel better too.